Good morning, guys. We are in a very wet Toyama today, as you can probably tell. We are on our way to a car meeting, and it's hosted by Hiiragi, or Yuji-san has hosted a car meet. Now this is the same guy who hosted the Owada track meet. So yeah, so it is, unfortunately it's raining today. It's been raining quite heavy during the night. It is starting to ease off a little bit, and it should be gone within the next couple of hours. And certainly as I'm heading towards well, we're going to Shirakawa-go today. So that is actually there's a really nice World Heritage site there for the kind of old Japanese style houses, countryside houses. So we're not actually going to that place, but there's a rest stop quite close to that. So we're going there. So we have the car park to ourselves. Is obviously a strictly static meet, which yeah, it is my favorite. Yeah, so it should be good. It's not quite an invite only, but it's very limited spaces. I think there's about 100 spaces if I remember correctly. And luckily I was lucky enough to get a space. So yeah, we're going to go there. It will just be full of like-minded people. I guess the commonality is everybody has probably eaten at the Hiiragi restaurant. So that's kind of the community that Yuji-san is trying to build. I guess everybody's kind of like-minded, everybody likes cars. Now there's going to be, hopefully, I should imagine, but hopefully there's going to be a huge range of different cars there. So I'm interested to see what's going to be there. So I've taken the GTR today. Now generally I wouldn't take it out in the rain, as you know, but it's kind of a little bit of a special occasion, and I really like Yuji-san. He's been really good to me, certainly being a foreigner who's very limited Japanese. He's been very friendly. So yeah, so that's the plan. So yep, catch me up in a little bit. So we've now arrived at the car meet. As you can see, it's still raining quite a lot, but there's a decent turnout already. So it looks like most of the cars were kind of put into sections of similar cars to each other. So this was the kind of line of Nissans. There's GTRs behind 35s, and then this row was obviously the 32, 33, 34s. Some new Nissan Fairlady Zs arriving, a group of them. Some nice different colours. I quite liked the orange coloured one. And here we are, a couple of GR Yaris's, and that is the newest version, the red kind of liveried one. You can see the highway up there into the mountain. Yeah, everyone's umbrellas because it's raining so much. So these are all cars that have visited Hiiragi Restaurant. So here a nice Alto Works. I do have a soft spot for the Alto Works. I liked the kind of bathroom tap handle for the rear wiper delete. And looking into the back seat, it looks like this driver possibly has an endless brake upgrade coming soon. So that'll be quite cool. I've seen it on track at Owada as well. Another Alto. Again, I'm pretty sure I've seen this one on track at Owada. Some interesting piping to keep the driver cool, I guess. It must have a air conditioning delete and maybe a fan delete, I'm not sure. But yeah, very track spec, all stripped out in the rear. So another Alto. This is a four-wheel drive version, and what they've done is they've taken off the front drive shaft, so it's actually made it a rear-wheel drive, put some big tyres and camber on the front and some lock, and I've seen this drifting around the Owada circuit. It is very impressive actually to see such a small car doing some pretty mad drifting. Here we are with some more K cars, a Wagon R with a nice kit on it. We've seen this one before. Some Daihatsu mirrors. These are always fun to see. They're really nice, nice car actually. I quite like these. I probably would have got one maybe instead of the K-Works. There seems to be quite a big following for them in Japan. I'm not sure what this car is. We've seen it before, I believe, in one of my other videos. Again, it's all different types of cars. This yellow car was quite interesting. I've not seen this kind of car before. Again, I'm not sure what it is. That's the cool thing about Japan, is there's so many domestic cars. I honestly see a new car that I've never seen before every time I come to a meet like this. Again, the orange color was my favorite, and especially the accent of having the orange calipers kind of color matched, and the wheels almost kind of give me an R32 feel to them. I really like the proportions of these Fairlady Zs. I think they've done such a good job on them. An S2000, amazing cars. For me, one of the best balanced cars there are. An older Supra, Mark III Supra, a 35 GTR, a Mark IV Supra, Mark V Supra, and another Mark IV Supra. .180 that was quite nice and clean actually, and a Subaru, and then a Crown on the end here, VIP kind of car. I'm starting to get a soft spot for these VIP cars. Yeah, more on this people carrier kind of car on the end later, but a Nissan Skyline, a new one. Looks like the Fairlady Zs, it's now becoming quite popular to do an exhaust delete. As you can see, the normal exhaust is 2 exits, but the white and kind of panda white and black one and the orange one have a single exit. So that seems to be a quite popular thing to do now. Cappuccinos, Suzuki Cappuccinos, very cool little K cars. I like this silver one with the black bonnet. And some other K cars, a Honda Beat in yellow and a red for another Suzuki Cappuccino. It's nice to see a 4x4 represented by the Suzuki Jimny here. And this is my favorite type of Subaru Impreza. Actually, I've got such a soft spot for this face. We've seen this one before, Awada, that 8.6. We've got some other things like some Civics. This blue 8.6, I believe it's an 8.6. I didn't actually check which brand it is, but let's go with an 8.6. I had some pretty cool aero on it actually, and I like the blue letters on the sidewall of the tyres. Some Evo 10s. So here we are back at the Skyline GTR. So I follow a couple of these on Instagram, very clean. This silver one here has the same LMGT4 wheels I have, but they are the polished ones with the polished inner and outer edges, and also the same R35 GTR brake upgrade, although different coloured matched I guess. Four-door R34. This was interesting. An Isuzu, I think is a V-Cross, maybe a V-Cross, I think. A V6 engine, petrol I guess. Kind of very much looks like a concept car. I've not seen one of these before, so that was quite cool to see. Again, some Kanjo racers, kind of Civics. There's a little bit of Itasha here on a Jazz, I think it was a Jazz, and an Evo 10. These are cool. I think we'd call it a Mazda 3 in the UK, but I think they've got another name like a Demius or something. Back to the Nissan row. I quite like the wheels on this 300ZX, almost an LMGT4 kind of style. I think it would probably look quite good with LMGT4s. GR Yaris, again it looks like it's been taking time attack on the attack championship, which is normally held at Scuba, a racetrack I want to visit one day. A very beautiful NSX here. The Enki wheels are just perfect. The size and the proportions are just so good. A newer Civic. Not sure what this was. I don't know if it's a Subaru, maybe a wagon, Impreza wagon. A nice period kind of R32. And then this is the row of all the R35s. Various year models. I think there was one 2025 model. This was, I like this car. I've seen it before. I think I showed you a picture at the Awada Circuit Track Day event. This is a Subaru Impreza Wales Rally replica. Very clean. I did actually have a ride in this around the Awada track. I'd like to own a Subaru one day actually. Especially something like this. A nice Subaru. Here's the 2025 GTR with the carbon ceramic brakes. Beautiful brakes on these. And the wheels as well, I like the wheels. The standard brakes on the R35 look quite proportional to the car. I mean to say, they don't look like they're big brakes alongside the R35, but when you start putting them on the R32, 33 and 34, they look massive. I think it's just the proportions of the car really. People say that the R33 is a big car, but if you put it alongside a 35, you realise it's not a big car. Twingo Sport. It's nice to see a little bit of European car in Japan. I do feel like I missed out on owning something like a Clio RS or a Clio Cup, but hey. Another GR Yaris. And a Bath. I'm not sure what they call this model. I mean, it's essentially an MX-5, but yeah, I quite like the look of them actually. Some Lexus, I believe. An MX-5 that's kind of been done up to look like a Mitsubishi Zero. As you can see, it's a decent turnout of people, decent turnout of cars as well, actually. So the rain become a little bit heavier, so I moved up into the actual rest stop area just so I could give an overview of, you know, all the cars that were here. As you can see, it was a real decent turnout. There was a lot of cars here. I think about 100 in total. It was a good day. Besides the weather, it was a very, very good day. So this is Yuji San's R35 GTR alongside a very cool Nismo, I believe Nismo 370Z. Yeah, the rain got even heavier the car park kind of became quite waterlogged. My feet did get very wet on this day. It didn't seem to be really stopping, so I decided to go get an early lunch at this grandma takeaway burgers. I got a Hida beef burger and it was very good. Highly recommend it. The rain had then decided to call it quits and disappear. So the police turned up just to come say hello. Yeah, they were totally fine with us. I thought it was quite a cool shot, this shot though, with the black and white cars. Because the rain had stopped, people started opening the bonnets. As you can see, these Skyline GTRs on the end here were all maintained, I think, by Next Total Tuning. I follow them on Instagram and they make some very beautiful cars. This was the people carrier I was talking about earlier. It's actually got a hidden supercharger, HKS I believe, supercharger kit. So a very sleeper. There's a little black badge under the wing mirror that you can see supercharger that I missed on the first time around. And it's also wearing old R35 GTR wheels. The Mark IV rocking a rather large single turbo, probably making some quite big power. A chaser, a nice yellow chaser. I quite like the colour combo on this car. The wheels and the red look quite good. A 35 on airbags, as you can see, very well. It was touching the floor. I was going to say close to the floor. It was literally touching the floor. This R35 had an interesting wrap on it, kind of a matte wrap but a gloss layer of pattern on there. It was quite interesting. 34 with the engine bay open, and then an R33. You can see the sticker there for the Next Total Tuning. Give them a look on their Instagram. They do some really amazing Skyline GTR builds. The engine bays were spotless. Very well looked after. And with that, the event came to a close. There was a little award ceremony for the best cars there. The cappuccinos and the Beat and the Jimny then left. I wanted to get more recording of cars leaving, but I got chatting with some people, so that just didn't happen. But I enjoyed the chat anyway. Hey! So the event is finished. We're now on our way back to Toyama. Got another, I don't know, about 40 minutes. So yeah, unfortunately the rain, was pretty heavy this morning, but it did clear up around lunchtime. So yeah, it was good actually. I met quite a few new people that I'd never spoke to before or seen before, and there was a really great kind of plethora of cars there, from all different types of cars. So yeah, it was really good, really had a great time. So thank you to Yuji-san at Hiiragi Restaurant. Check that place out if you're ever in Gokoyama, or Shirakawa should I say. If you're ever in Shirakawa, make sure you check that place out. I'll put a link down in the description. So it was really fun. Hopefully I've made a nice little video. I don't know how much footage I did get in the end because of the rain, but hopefully there's something for you to see. I'm not sure how long it will be though. Lots of tunnels on the way home. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope you've enjoyed this kind of thing. Let me know if you want me to go to maybe more car meets. That could be something that I could maybe do more of and get more videos of. I do go to some car meets, but I tend not to record. I find it difficult when there's lots of people around to kind of talk to the camera, hence why in this again in this video I'm planning to talk over the top of the video. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Drop a comment down below, which was your favorite car out of all of those cars, which was number one for you. For me, I don't know, I quite liked the Alto Works. I've got a thing for the Alto Works at the moment. But yeah, but also that WRC Impreza, that's really cool as well. That's yeah, definitely up there for me. So yeah, anyway, give it a thumbs up and I will see you in the next video. Take care.